What's up, y'all? I got a banger from Yinka That Guy. Let's get straight into it.
Red flag that I seen a guy is having a mom, and even worse, having a sister.
Having a sister? Mans can't even have a family these days? Can't have siblings, huh? That are women? Can't have a mom? We have fallen so far from God's grace. It truly is sad what men have to go through in this dating market.
I feel so attacked right now. I don't know what to do. Somebody please send help. I'm just so attacked. Help! He's the gavel. He's beating me.
Social media has rotted people's brains. She really thought she could get on Facebook Live and somebody was going to save her. Help me, guys! I'm gonna start a GoFundMe for my off-brand Balenciagas.
Order! Somebody get this ham sandwich out of my court.
This video right.
Somebody get this ham sandwich out of my court. He did not just call her a ham sandwich, bro. Oh, that is so good. That's one I haven't heard. Somebody get this. I've heard Gordon Ramsay call people donuts, but not a ham sandwich. That's pretty good.
Most humbled I've ever felt in my life. I'm literally holding resumes, a stack of them, so that I can go in person to places and say, are you guys hiring? It's honestly a little bit embarrassing because I'm literally applying for like minimum wage jobs.
Keep it a buck. Looks like she got a lot on her mind. And that's coming from somebody that does have a 5-head as well.
And some of them are being like, we're not hiring. And it's like, what? This is not what I expected. I graduated college with 2 degrees in communications and acting. I speak 3 languages.
You got 2 degrees in communications and acting. So talking and playing pretend? That's what you got your degrees in? This is why I say, dude, you can go to college. It's totally cool to go to college. Go get something that's going to pay you well once you get into the market. Communications, talking to one another, and acting, playing pretend, those aren't degrees that really pay that much. You want to be an actor, go to Hollywood when you're 18. Be an actor. You don't need to go to school for acting. I took an acting class. It was the biggest joke of my entire life. You know what we did? We like lip synced songs, and then we acted like gorillas one day. It was the dumbest class.
Stupid.
It was the dumbest class, but I took it because I knew it was going to be easy. Wait a minute, she speaks how many languages?
I speak 3 languages.
She speaks 3 languages? Wow. You see, that's impressive. Go be a translator.
This sucks. Like, I just want to be a TikToker if I'm being so for real with you. But I can't be delusional anymore. Like, I literally need to make money. So I'm just gonna keep trying.
Just because.
See, this is where I think parents have let these kids just make these horrible decisions. Like the boomer generation's been brainwashed. And chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. The boomer generation, it seems like they brainwashed a lot of their children and made them think that going to college was the only way out. Maybe some boomers weren't. My mom was definitely like, go to college, get a degree. That way you can always have a backup plan. Like she was promoting for me to have a backup plan. In my opinion, horrible idea. Don't have a backup plan. Have a fail forward plan. I think that's much better because you can spend your whole life doing something you hate, or you can spend your whole life trying to do something that you want to do. And for me, I was like, I always wanted to do something in the entertainment realm, so look, here we are. But I feel like a lot of parents push their kids to go to college when their kids really don't even know what they want to do. It's like, hey, what do you really want to do? What do you really want to be? If you can figure that out, you're already halfway there. Then write out a plan, start some goals. But chat, let me know right now. If you have kids, are you pushing them to go to college, or are you pushing them to go into like, you know, some type of specialty or something like that? I'm gonna be honest. If my kid came up to me and was like, I want to be a lawyer, Dad, or I want to be a doctor, I want to be a veterinarian, I'd be like, well, you got to go to college. But if a kid's like, I want to be a rock star, I'm like, okay, move to LA. Try to get into a band, network around there, and then you should be good. You want to be an actor? Move to Hollywood, move to LA and start taking auditions. Like, there's different routes for this. Not everything, like, in chat, let me know if you agree with this. Put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Not every career requires you to go into college. Some do, some don't. Most of the times, like the ones that are really high paying, like being an entrepreneur, you're not going to go to Mays Business School at Texas A&M and just be the most successful entrepreneur. Entrepreneur, you know, you can do that without a degree. That's just my opinion.
I wanted to come on here and talk about...
It's impossible to find new jobs. Yeah, of course, you look like the desk at detention.
something that is really starting to annoy me. So I applied for a job at TJ Maxx.
Baby girl, you ain't ever gonna work at TJ Maxx. You're talking about a whole bunch of white women coming up there shopping for things they don't need, spending their husband's money. You got a freaking goat on your chest with an what is that, a pentagram? Stop it.
A few weeks ago, and they denied my application. They couldn't even call me. They just sent me some automated email. So I went in today and I was like, so what was the reason I didn't get hired?
I don't know. Maybe it's the skull spider on your neck, the goat on your chest, or your entire murdered out arm here. I don't know. Or maybe the 7 piercings on your face, the dangling bull nose ring in the forehead tat. Just a couple things. That would just be my advice.
And she was like, oh, like, you just, like, don't have enough experience. There was candidates that had, like, more experience than you. And, you know, I asked her if it was about my tattoos, obviously, because I know a lot of places don't like tattoos.
Stupid.
This is why, dude, I was talking about this in yesterday's episode. Most of the time, all the problems that you have, you know the solutions, bro. She knew going into this that her being colored like the frickin' desk at detention's gonna probably hurt her chances of getting a job where it's customer facing. She knows the answer to this.
She said that wasn't the reason. I don't feel like that's true, but whatever, I'll leave it at that.
I'm trying to understand.
Baby girl, you know that's the reason. Why would you do that to yourself? I'm all for tattoos, self-expression, that whole bit. I mean, I've got my left arm, I have a sleeve. It was at a time in my life I probably could have been a little bit more mature and not get tattoos, but it is what it is. But I knew one thing. Don't get tattoos on your neck, your hands, or your face, because those are things you cannot hide, dude.
Equals 4, agree or disagree.
Self-awareness.
2 equals 4, agree or disagree.
I mean, it depends on what the 2 is. Is it a pregnant mom? Is it 2 pregnant moms? Because that's more. So it's everything is not as simple.
I mean like math.
Just like 2 pencils plus 2 pencils. Is that what we're talking?
Yeah, like the number
2 plus
the number 2 plus the number 2.
I would say for the most part, yes.
What do you mean for the most part?
Like I said, there's some variations where, but the thing is, even that is a flawed concept because it's actually that pencil is billions of atoms that are vibrating. So we've come to call.
Some people sound so stupid that they really do think they're smart, bro.
Call it one pencil, but it's actually however many atoms vibrating on the same frequency to make this appearance, this optical illusion that this is a pencil.
The sad thing about this is,
imagine going through your life, going through all the mental gymnastics that it takes to justify simple things like what is 2 plus 2. I don't know about you guys, I'm very logical, very common sense driven. 2 plus 2 is 4, bro. This isn't a trick question at all. And that's because navigating the dating scene can be tough, but so can dealing with the aftermath of an accident. Have you ever been involved in a personal injury case? Over the years as an image consultant, I've worked with many clients recovering from injuries ranging from car accidents to workplace accidents and more. And I was shocked to see how many people lose their personal injury cases. That's why I want to talk about Morgan & Morgan, America's largest injury law firm. They specialize in a wide variety of personal injury cases, and they've won thousands of big cases. And if you do end up working with them, they're going to fight for the money that you deserve. Just recently, Morgan & Morgan secured verdicts of $12 million in Florida and $26 million in Philly. That's up to 40 times the highest insurance offer. And I'm telling you, your case could be worth millions. If you've been injured in an accident, don't wait. You can visit www.forthepeople.com/Levi where you can start your free claim today. Y'all know what time it is, and I got a surprise for you, chat. Loki, do you want some? Free. Sit. Wait. Free. Go to your place. I keep coming up with these angles for you guys, man. I had to hit y'all with that little angle. I had that little webcam, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stick it in the corner of the room so they can really get a good feel for what the vibe of the room is. See, that's you guys way up there. That's y'all right way up there. You can see the desk and everything. You can see Loki in the back. Before you know it, we're gonna have cameras mounted all up in here, bro. We're gonna have cameras all up in here. This way you guys can see everything. I just wanted to give you guys that exclusive access that you really deserve. That you absolutely deserve. It's one of those Logitech webcams. I just stuck it up there with some command strips and tilted it down. I was like, I did the Loki cam. The least I could do is maybe do an overhead cam. Let's get back into this.
They should teach pride in schools.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't condone that.
We don't. How young do you think they should start teaching it?
From right away.
I feel like everybody wants to ignore the fact that sexual activity happens younger than it is. Yeah. Everyone's like, yeah, happy
Are we? Wow, we're promoting that now.
your 20s. When I first
So since it's happening, it's normal and it's okay. See, dude, I got a huge problem with that.
started experimenting, like I was literally 8 years old.
You're a victim.
She's a runner, she's a track star.
We just raise him just to be, he's a boy. That's what he is. And we tell him about Adam and Eve, and we're Christians as well. So,
See, that helps. I love it. Based family right there.
It's just our values.
So you think it should happen how old?
I would say like 10 years old. Once you hit the double digits, I would say.
Yeah.
Introducing the idea that girls can be with girls, guys can be with guys, not explaining how necessarily, but just when you're young at that age, saying that it's okay.
Teaching kids this stuff, that should be a crime. Chat, let me know if you agree. Like, do you think that they should keep that stuff away from children? Keep that stuff out of the schools. Keep that stuff away from kids. The last thing I want you to do is try to brainwash children, bro. That sickens me right there.
He announced
Companies are becoming too woke.
of all the hiring for all the new pilots that are coming up this year, all the hiring for the new pilots, the main focus is going to be diversity. Stupid. What? Diversity? Not the best pilots you can find? The ones with the most hours of experience?
Exactly.
Ones you've done it before? Nope, diversity. I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of flying all the time with these white pilots landing safely and on time. Boring.
And as funny as this,
Rob Schneider's, he's so goated for that. I didn't know he was as political as, I've seen him on, I think he did some Charlie Kirk stuff. I love some of his movies, like The Animal. Dude, some of his movies are absolutely hilarious. Legal definitions of a man and a woman. Oh, this must be an old clip because those times are dead and gone. Didn't he reinstate that we only recognize two now?
Or a bear?
A bear.
What makes you say bear?
I think bears are scarier than men because with men, you know what their intentions are. Bears, you don't. You could easily hide from a bear. I don't know.
I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you were walking down the street and it was a bunch of bears walking around you, these bears are gonna maul you, bro. You're gonna get mauled. You're not just gonna walk by and these bears aren't gonna do anything. Men will walk by and not do anything to you. This level of delusion is crazy to me.
You're saying you can easily hide from a bear?
Yeah.
Easily? Stop the cow. Okay, but you can't easily hide from a man?
They're gonna follow you and they're gonna try and do something with you.
And you're saying all men are gonna do that?
Yeah.
All men?
Yeah.
the combined IQ of
Wow, unreal. And some people get mad at me for my channel and call me a woman hater and things like that. I don't hate women. I love women. I hate stupid people. I don't care what gender you are. I just don't like dumb. I don't like people that promote degeneracy. Those are the things that I feel strongly about. Chad, am I way off base there? I feel like most of us feel the same.
I kind of have a problem, and I apologize for that, but you did just bring big bag in religion. I'm not religious. I'm sure there's many people on this campus that don't believe in God, and I'm a facts. That's what I believe in. I believe in facts. And my fact is that when you have a baby that's conscious and can think and understand things,
It's the S for me. And understand things. That sounds like a freaking flat tire.
that is when you have a person. These embryos, or I guess when they reach a certain point, they do start to develop those things, and they still have those thoughts, and they can develop a sense of where they are, their mother's voice. But before then,
So real quick,
it's not.
Are you saying if a child hasn't had consciousness yet, you can kill them? Is consciousness what makes us valuable? Because if consciousness is what makes us valuable, there are plenty of people who are unconscious in comas in hospitals right now, but I can't go slaughter them, can I?
she talks about
Bro,
how
she
she
got
only
ate up.
believes
I was about to say, if it's the consciousness debate, then yeah, why don't we just pull the plug on everybody that's on life support?
Why isn't it normal to say happy pride to people the entire month of June, like in real life? Like, I'm at work and I say happy pride to people.
Bro, what in the Friday Adams?
Because I feel like we should. It's Pride Month.
I didn't know she was trying to match my backlight here.
I've only only really been saying it to people who I can tell are in the community and I just get the vibe from that they're in the community. I shouldn't be scared to say it to literally everybody that comes in here. But I said it to one person.
Girl, you better keep being a hostess and find me a table. With all this, dude.
And as I was handing them the receipt, I was like, you're all set to go. Have a happy Pride. And they were like, thank you, you too. It was so sweet. And then I said it to somebody else over the phone who was scheduling an appointment for like July. And
Rebecca, we have a tube top. A tube top. We have a two-top. I haven't had my coffee. We have a two-top ready to be seated. Can you please get off your TikTok?
I was like, and if I like don't hear from you before then, have a safe and happy Pride. And they say, oh my God, genuinely, thank you so much. Absolutely. Oh my God, thank you. Oh my God, I just want to like hug them. It made me feel so.
Boy, some of the dumbest stuff I've seen, brother. Who cares? Who cares?
Amy, so what are you asking us to do because a grown man was washing his hands next to me, which I have little kids, but we have no rights. Who has the rights?
I've told you exactly where I stand, and I've told you where our company
So
stands.
we have to leave. Yes. The trans doesn't have to leave. That was using the women's bathroom. The man doesn't have to leave who made me uncomfortable. What about women's rights?
This is the equality.
Yeah, that's wild to me. Using the bathroom, stuff like that. It's like, that's where I get a little upset about it all. Is because like you bring kids into the equation because children can go into these bathrooms, and it's just a whole other level of weird, bro.
White people? Yeah. Girl, no. White racism does not exist.
Yeah.
Not even if black people are getting preferential treatment in school admissions?
That is just not... I don't... Can I ask what's your political stance? Are you
She's like, what bucket do I put you in so I can insult you?
conservative?
He's cooked.
I am a conservative, yes. Is that a problem?
Yes.
Why?
Goodbye.
All right. Bye.
The good old rage quit.
Well,
I love it. I love the good old rage quit. Can't have a civil discourse, therefore you need to rage quit. You can't be an adult. You're going to college, right, to gain knowledge, to hopefully put some money in your wallet, and you can't even have a civil discourse with another man. This is crazy work. What in the world is this?
I'm sorry, but like
This is the other girl's sister, I guess.
have to address this because if you have a drink, you're not sober. Y'all, I was not an alcoholic. I was addicted to a canister of whippets. Okay.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
And to this day, I still crave them. I want them. Even talk.
Bro, did she get like fake glasses tatted? Why do her eyes look like an aquarium? I mean, they look pretty neato crispito, but it looks like she stole the eyes of an iguana, stuck them in her face. What is that?
Talking about them makes me like
Do you think she likes butterflies? They're all over.
salivate. Like, I'm not even joking. I want them so bad and I'll never have them again. I can have a drink if I want. I am not an alcoholic. I have no problem with alcohol.
You got a problem with tattoos.
That is like one of the most ignorant things I think I've ever heard someone say.
That's rich coming from her.
Clearly not understanding. They don't understand sobriety. So, I am 2 months sober out the way, but you know what I mean? So, I'm proud of myself. Might go have me a White Claw now.
Bro, what is that?
I can tell you.
I am so confused. Hey Siri, show me the relationship with her father. Because I know it's non-existent. Ain't no way a woman that has a daddy in her life gonna be dressing and acting like that. Am I right, Lokes? He's like, dude, you're so right, Dad. Chat, today we're doing 2 episodes, so we'll do one at 1 p.m. and one at 5 p.m., so make sure you check in today later on. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. I will, on the next episode today, get into the Discord. I really appreciate you guys for putting in some suggestions. So thank you guys, I really do appreciate that. And we'll be flip-flopping between the 40-minute episodes, the 20-minute episodes. You guys voted. It seems like a lot of you guys like the 40-minute episodes, which I'm cool with. It's just the only thing is, they take a lot longer. You know what I mean? Just take a lot longer. So it's easier to crank these 20-minute episodes out. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go cop the new ebook, and I'll show you guys on the website. It's finally up. If you go to levinicks.com, we have the 4 Pillars of Personality Volume 2, which is more of a workbook. So that is up there. If you're trying to collect all the ebooks like Infinity Stones, there's your chance to get the 4th one. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Go cop the ebooks. Go to levinicks.com. But yeah, man, I will see you guys tomorrow. Actually, I'll see you guys later today, but I'll also see you tomorrow. Peace.